my colleague Vivek joins us from the Shantinagar bus stand. Well, Vivek, over to you. Take us through the reactions there.
Well, Nishtita, BMTC buses are the common mode of transport for the average Bengalorean, and when they raise the prices of the tickets, it's definitely going to affect the Bengaloreans here. I'm standing in the BMTC bus stand in Shantinagar. Let me ask this young lady, Madam, you travel by buses regularly. Now, the BMTC has increased the prices of the tickets for every stage for 5 to 6 rupees. How much is going to affect you, and what is your reaction to this by the BMTC's move?
It's very difficult to pay each and every day because we travel, we'll go to one bus stop to other bus stop. They'll take 10 rupees for one stop. It is very difficult for us.
So, I mean, that is the common reaction coming here, Nishita, that it's very, very difficult for people to pay that extra amount the BMTC is charging for whatever reason this is. Let's ask this young lady, madam, now every time the BMTC increases the prices, do you feel the burden? Do you feel that it's not fair that the common man is facing the brunt?
Yeah, in fact, actually every time this is things it is happening, but government whenever they want the vote, they will come, I will do this, that and all, but as on day, nothing they have done. Actually, everybody, they will say, you cast the vote, it is very precious. But when we will go for voting, we have to think who is good, who is bad. But this thing, corruption is there, no? So we are planning to stop voting itself. Because, see, if one person is good, then we can vote. Everybody is bad, means how we can vote? The same thing it will be there, no changes it will come if we will vote also. Like that we are feeling, and then this is increasing in the fuel charges. It is every time it is happening, but no, the things as one day they will do the strikes, that and all. After that, everything they will stop it.
Now, how is this budget? How is this price hike going to affect your monthly budget? Is there going to be any changes? Is it going to, burden your overall budget of your house? How drastically will your budget, your monthly budget, change because of this price hike?
See, not only with this fuel charges hike, but in every things it is increasing. It is affecting very badly. But the common people's salaries it won't increase. Only the prices it is going up. And you might be knowing that the education it is costing very high. They're saying, okay, we are very suffering from this price hikings.
Right. Well, Nishita are not happy. They're not happy at all. The common people here in the bus stand, they feel every time the BMTC comes up with a price hike, their overall monthly budget is affected, their families suffer, and it's okay if you're somebody who has a good income, but if you're somebody who's not having a very, very great income, then every time there's a price hike, your common mode of transport, the BMTC buses, also becomes a very big problem in your life. Over to you, Nishita.
Right, and also, Vivek, we understand that buses are the common mode of transport for especially the poor class, for the below middle class families. So now with the buses too hiking, it's fair. With the BMTC prices too hiking, are we seeing people opt for an auto or opt for any other mode of communication more since the hike came into effect from midnight last night? If you can just interact with the commuters and tell us if they will opt for any other mode of transportation, since it's almost coming to the same with the hike.
Well, absolutely, Nishita. Now with the BMTC, the regular BMTC bus is also charging as much as the Volvo because of the price hike. Let's ask this young lady, madam. Now, because the price hike is come in the midnight, do you think you will try to use some other mode of transport? Do you think you will try using carpooling or probably, share an auto with somebody, because it's coming up to as much as an auto price or as much as the Volvo price? So what is your alternative if not the BMTC bus?
Actually, we don't have much options. We need to go back. If you'll compare now, the auto prices also has gone up very badly, and Volvo, this things is going up. So we can't go for no other option for us. We need to go by BMTC only. Actually, the thing is, see, this is the one that is happening because, see, we don't have any other options to use other than BMTC. That's why they are taking that lenience. Okay, they will keep on increasing. They know that public people, they can't do anything. They have to travel. I think that they are taking advantage of that.
Well, I mean, they're left with no choice, Nishita. I mean, it has to be the BMTC. it's the messiah for the common man to take them around the city. And now that the prices are increasing, they're also blaming that it is all done as a political motive. They feel that because the elections just got over, the voting just got over, the BMTC is happily now increasing the prices. Several allegations against the BMTC that it is not fair to burden the common man with a price hike. Definitely not happy. They have to depend on the BMTC. And if the BMTC is also going to charge as equal as an auto or probably a Volvo bus, the regular Volvo bus, then it's going to be very hard for the common man, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details there, Vivek. Well, that is the kind of feel across the city. We saw in two bus stands in Majestic as well as in Shantinagar, where commuters are certainly not happy with the kind of hike that they are witnessing. The sudden hike has tilted their monthly budget off balance, and this has certainly not gone down too well with the commuters who are looking at other options but are not finding any, as the BMTC is and will continue to be probably the cheapest mode of commute, but not that cheap after all. The fate of the three convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case will be known today. The Supreme Court will deliver its verdict on their premature release. A bench headed by Chief Justice of India P. Satasivam will deliver the judgment at 10:30 a.m., which is just a few minutes away. It will also rule on the validity of the Tamil Nadu government's sensational decision to release them from prison prematurely. Well, my colleague Varghese joins us with more details on this. Well, Varghese, what more can you tell us?
Well, we are expecting Justice P. Satasivam to give the verdict by around 10:30, Nishita, and it's expected very shortly, and it will be the last working day of Justice P. Satasivam, as he'll be retiring tomorrow. And this is regards to the controversial decision by the Tamil Nadu government with regards to the release of these convicts in the case relating to the assassination of the former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. It was following the Supreme Court decision to commute the death sentence for three of them, factoring in that 11-year delay was taken in deciding over their mercy petition. The three whose sentences were commuted were V. Sriharan, alias Murugan, A.G. Perarivalan, and T. Sutendaraja, alias Santan. The other four were serving anyway life sentences. Now, the Chief Minister, Jayalalitha, had taken a position then that this ruling had empowered her government to release all of the convicted in the case from jail. Following the controversial decision, the centre, in fact, moved to the Supreme Court, which stayed the release of these convicts, citing that there were procedural lapses on the part of the state. However, the Tamil Nadu government action have also led to a lot of hard criticism coming from different quarters, especially saying that it will set a bad precedent because it was the head of state and who was holding the position of head of state was assassinated, and a lot of bad blood might come because of it. So there was a lot of debate with regards to their premature release, and that is when the centre had interfered, and this particular case will be taken by the Supreme Court at around 10:30. We expect that judgment to come in, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details there, Varghese. Well, there we have it. The Supreme Court is likely to announce its verdict on the petition by the centre challenging Tamil Nadu government's decision to release all 7 life convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. On the 20th of February, a bench headed by Chief Justice of India P. Satasivam had stayed the state government's order, saying that there were procedural lapses. And now in any moment, the verdict will be out, and we'll get you the latest updates. So keep tracking News9, where we'll bring you all the latest developments as far as this case is concerned. And while Giriraj Singh, who was under fire for his alleged hate speech, got interim relief today after a court here granted him anticipatory bail. Well, Singh had attracted the Election Commission's ire for his controversial remark during an election meeting in Jharkhand on the 19th of April. He said that those who opposed Narendra Modi should go to Pakistan. Singh had applied for bail hours after a joint team of Bihar and Jharkhand police raided his house to arrest him. However, the other 2 FIRs lodged against him in Deoghar and Bokaro in Jharkhand for the comments still stand, and he is likely to face arrest. A team of Bokaro police is ready in Patna since Thursday to arrest him in the light of non-bailable warrant issued by the Bokaro court. His house was raided, but he could not be found. And now in good news for the BJP, Giriraj Singh gets anticipatory bail. Let's not forget that an arrest warrant was issued against the leader after he had made statements like anyone who speaks against Narendra Modi is looking at Pakistan. These statements were condemned not only by the Election Commission as well as the Congress or the opposition of the BJP, but also members within the BJP, including their Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi, who took to Twitter and said that many of the people who believed to be well-wishers of the BJP were causing more damage than good to the party. And well, a brilliant blue-white light was seen streaking across the night sky in a Russian city before appearing to flare and disappear from view. The celestial body is believed to be a giant meteorite, similar to the one that exploded above Chelyabinsk in February last year. The sight was captured on a camera mounted on the dashboard of a car. Emergency services said no injuries or damage was reported. That was the brilliant meteorite, the celestial body that was captured on the car's dashboard camera. It is a giant meteorite, and fortunately no injuries were reported. And it was just a few seconds after which the bright light disappeared off the night sky.